Well, good morning, good people. Jason here with Green Country Agroforestry. Wow, wow. It looks so calm. Okay, no, it looks so busy with all those fish popping up there and hitting the surface. We're going to come over here, though, where we got some clear open water. Yeah, you guys are hungry? Are you guys hungry? You guys hungry? You look hungry? Now, as much as I'd like to spend all day admiring the fishies, we do actually have some work to do today. And of course, this morning's chore is right here. Himmerkelis fulva daylily. Whenever the flower is just beginning to open, is right about the peak of its nutrient density. 100 grams contains 60 grams of carbohydrates, 14 grams of protein, 2 grams of fats, for a grand total of 312 calories per 100 grams. A flower this size weighs between 5 to 7 grams, making this one little flower equivalent to a teaspoon of sugar in calories. Daylily flowers, once they've opened, can be used as a substitute for lettuce in the salad, and of course they are nutrient dense, unlike salad lettuce is. So that's a good thing. But unopened, they can be preserved by drying, which we're going to be doing here in a little bit. You water these guys. Oh, you need water bad. Okay. We're going to be watering those, but drying our daylily flowers. Now, the missus and I wound up going out to eat the other day, and we had pizza, and it was delicious. And we had pizza leftovers the next day, and they were delicious. And then I had some pancakes I made her for breakfast, and I had excess pancake batter, so I ate that. And so as a result, I've got a couple of days where I didn't eat any flowers, or did I pick any? And so that's the food we wasted right there. Yeah, I didn't get out, I didn't pick them. Because I didn't pick them, I didn't have the opportunity to preserve them at that peak when they were really good. So this becomes, well, this is going to be mulch. Let's go ahead and get these flowers here while they're still good for getting. Now, once you've got yourself a basket full, or a coffee can full, coffee can is about 50 flowers. If we're doing the math, that's about 800 calories. You're going to lay them out someplace where they can get airflow. It's a good opportunity for you to look at them and make sure they don't have any bugs in them. Obviously bees visit them, but you can have little tiny spiders, mantises. Mantises love to hang out in flowers. So just come, take a look, make sure that you aren't getting ready to trap a critter. They will probably wander off on their own, but anyway, lay these guys out and turn them every couple of hours. They will get kind of squishy before the process is all the way done, a bit like jelly. At first glance, you'd think that this is a lot of fiber, and there is some fiber in it, but there's a lot more sugar in there than you might think. So flat surface, turn every couple of hours, and eventually they're going to become thin, ribbon-like, but retain that orange texture. If you leave them on the plant's going to reabsorb a lot of the nutrients, and they'll wither up into little strings, practically nothing. Well, you can't eat that. And of course, if you have them jumbled up and you don't let them get enough airflow around them, then they'll begin to ferment, and you don't want that. So we just want them to dry up to a good sort of leathery consistency. All right, let's go pick some more flowers. We'll come back and check on this stuff later. All right, guys, what we have right here represents 3 coffee cans full, or approximately 150 flowers, or if we're going to be breaking it down, about 2,400 calories worth of daylilies. Now, this is not optimal because I waited until the sun was up so we could show you what was going on. These flowers have already opened. Ideally, you want to get out in the morning just as it's beginning to get light out, just as these flowers are beginning to open, and so they're not quite to the point where you can see the exposed pollen grains, but this will work. If we were doing this ideally, they'd be more like this. And also, if we're doing this ideally, what they would do is, also if we're doing this ideally, what one would do is take these and steam them, just blanch them a little bit, and then dehydrate them with a food dehydrator at about 110, 120 degrees or so, until they get a nice leathery consistency. And then you can store them away in a jar or bag or what have you. All right, but we don't have that luxury with these flowers, so all we're going to do is just take them and during the day flip them over and you'll notice as you handle the flowers your fingers may get a bit sticky because the sugars are concentrating. If you prevent them from fermenting, when you get these flowers preserved, they'll keep all winter. You add them to your soups, to your stews. And enjoy. Now there's, out there on the plants around the garden right now, there's about another 50 flowers or so, which is probably more than I'm going to eat tonight when I make my evening rounds. So I'll waste a little bit of food. Yeah. But all of this is going to be mighty tasty in the middle of winter. And if you're wondering, these, whenever they're dehydrating, have a scent that's somewhat reminiscent of melon. Now that's all I've got for you today, good people. As always, I hope you found the video informative or entertaining, maybe a little bit of both. If you did, you know what to do. I'll catch you next time. Until then, get out there, get growing.